Q&A today, but I want to go through a topic first. We do these Q&As every Friday, so if you want to make sure to be notified and you want to see those in the future, subscribe. And also click the bell next to it so you don't miss any live Q&A in the future. I tend to do a lot, so you guys benefit a lot from that. Oh, that's awesome. So I want to talk about something first. And people talk about so much the fact that you have to respect your trading plan. Like you have this plan and your goal is to respect it all the time. And this is kind of true to an extent, but to another extent, it's not so true. Because I think what you have to do is you have to understand what happens when you follow your trading plan and what happens when you don't. Is it the same thing or is it different? And you see traders, especially like really experienced traders or those in banks and in big funds, they say sometimes, well, you have to know when to respect your plan because you cannot respect it all the time. Like, what if a news event happened or something different happened that you didn't plan before? Do you want to respect your plan, take the trades as you were supposed to take, or skip them? And I think a mistake people make is that it's either one or the other. It's like either this or that, and nothing in between. I think what you need to do is you need to track yourself. So let's say you're gonna try first to respect your plan until you get to a point where you're good at it, you understand what happens, and then you might say, well, I feel like because of this event or because of this situation that's unusual, I better not respect the plan. I should do things different. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna track that, track in your journal, track in your whatever paper journal online, spreadsheet, whatever you use. Track what is the result. Is it good or bad? And then the next time you might want to say, well, this time I'll do something different. I will not respect the plan. I won't stick to it because this is an unusual situation. I might be right doing something different. And then you don't stick to it. Then you're going to track what are the results. And you do this like 3, 4, 10, whatever, 10 times if you want. And then you look at the end. What is the result of this? Was the result good or not? And if overall the results were good, then a clear sign that you should not respect your trading plan in the situation in the future. But if the results are bad, if every time you go against your plan and you stop sticking to it, if every time you do this and the results are bad, then like stick to it in the future. Right? Don't try to modify and tweak because at least now you've tracked the result and you know exactly what the results are. And it's going to be clear cut if you should respect it or not. If you see there's some potential for you to not respect the plan, not stick to it, but still win and still make money overall, because the goal is always money, of course. Like you want to make money with that, and that's fine. But then, yeah, for sure, don't respect your plan and don't stick to it all the time. Stick to it when you need to, and don't stick to it when you don't need to. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now I might look this way because like this is the way where there's the chat, and I'm looking at this in different computer. I'm streaming here, watching the chat here, so I might be looking like in different ways, but you guys understand. I hope. I want to answer some of the questions I have. Those are pretty cool questions. Akim Pal is saying, so I'm profitable but not using my trading plan. Is that okay or should I still stick to my plan? Yeah, that's a good question. So, question to ask yourself, and there's often a question to a question. So when you have a question, ask yourself a question and you should find the answer. So the question you should ask yourself, Akim, is when you trade now, do you have a process you follow? Is it the same thing all the time? If it's not the same thing all the time, chances are the results are only short-lived and they're gonna work now, but not in the future. If you don't have a plan and you just have everything in your head, like I have right now, I don't like have a checklist on my desk. I used to, but I don't now because I know my step-by-step process like super quick, and I could write it down anytime. I could spell it out anytime, and that would be simple. But if you just do random things and you're profitable, yeah, you're profitable for random things. But in the future, that's going to be very hard to maintain. If you're profitable for a process, even though it's not written down, that might be fine. It might be really simple, like you know it by heart. Then perfect. That's awesome. That's good. Then you don't have to worry too much about anything else. You know your process. You know it works, and that's fine. So that's pretty much the basic question here. And the basic thing you should ask yourself to figure out that answer. And then someone's asking, finding hard to investors. So no connection to rich people or an insight in the industry. I tried some other contacts on LinkedIn, but nobody replied. Yeah, we've talked about that so many times, guys. So I've said a few times, how do you find people to invest in your trading? And the answer is not pushing people. It's not trying to attract people. Instead, it's just getting people to you, and you don't have to go to people. You have to have them go to you in the future. Like that's how you build a business. You don't try to push people and sell stuff and like buy this, do this, invest in me. No, you do the opposite. You attract people by the person you become. And what you need to understand is that you have two roads to go. Two basic ways you can go. One is harder. The other one is more simple. But keep in mind that where it's harder, more difficult, there's less competition. Where it's easier, there's more competition. Okay, so the higher the I'm saying anything. The hardest part is actually finding investors yourself. So you would go to an event, you would find people, you would connect with people, and don't try to reach out to like Bill Gates when you're at this level, when you're starting out. Don't try to reach out to the big people having millions. Try to go incrementally. So who can you reach out to? Maybe a professional, someone just a little bit above that has a little bit more money than you have. Reach out to them and then move up the ladder. Okay, move toward bigger and bigger people. And then what happens is that you get to build this kind of track record of I have this person, I've traded for that person, this guy, I have this amount of money, this from that person, and then you can become better. If you go from the top, then it's like it's too high and you cannot climb. Okay, so that's the first way. First way is to find people yourself. Second way is to use platforms that are online. So things like we talked about on Wednesday, we talked about Top Trader, a platform where you can kind of be tested and then you can get money to trade. That's easier, of course, but there's more competition, more people going to that platform, and that might mean that it's going to take more time for you to get the money, but you at least have to try. So that's an option. I would definitely watch the video from with Jeremy Newsom we did on Wednesday. That's worth it, and that's a good option. So either you find people yourself offline or online, like you can reach out to people, or you use platforms that are already available online. Okay, and if you have, especially you have a track record, that's even better. You should have any problem like just going online and finding this platform like we talk about, Funseeder, Top Trader. There's a bunch of them, and I'll try to put the link some point for the interview we did with Jeremy Newsom, and you can just apply there. I think it's pretty simple, and if things go well and if you have the track record like you say, you will inevitably get money to trade because they're going to trust you and things will work fine. So that's it for that question. Yeah, exactly. Anup, yeah, good point. Yeah, but the money in my account is too small. Somebody thinks, yeah. So some firms, they don't care about the money you have in your account. You can have, I don't want to say an amount, but you could have low money, and if you respect the rules, and the thing that will happen is that they will test you out. They will like take you from 1 month or more of experiment, see how you perform, and then from there you will be moving forward. But don't think that you will like start from trading half a million dollar. That won't happen. You will start incrementally over time, and that's what like that's just the way you have to go. And it doesn't matter what amount of money you have in your account usually for that. So that's about it, guys. I just want to find the link for the interview with Jeremy Newsom, but yeah, that one's the video exactly. So I'll put it in the chat so you guys can see this. And if you're watching the replay, by the way, you will see it in the chat also. It should be on the right hand side of the screen, and that should be perfectly fine. Here we go. So guys, any question you have, anything you want to talk about, any topic, any struggle you have, comment below. We'll answer those questions. And we did a pretty good call with the academy, the mastermind. So basically, every month in the Disaster Academy, we have a mastermind call. It's not like live, like it's different. It's like more one-on-one, and different people come in and talk. So we had a good session. I think it was on Wednesday we had a pretty good session. So if you guys want to be part of that, well, check out the academy. It's not linked anywhere, but there's also a free training here below that you can watch, you can go through at your own pace. And when you sign up for this, you'll receive also the replay, so you can check this out if you want to learn more. These lives are good, but if you want to go deeper and like step by step through the process, we cannot cover every step of the way here. That's why there's a training for that you can check out below, and it's also free, so even better. So that's how I should go about things. Question here. So nice. Hi, my friend from Morocco. I'm from Morocco. Nice. Flight attendant. When I come next time, I'll invite you for the more. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Small deposit and leverage. What relationship between them? That's a question I answered a few times. So here's the thing: leverage. Do you really need to use leverage? Well, yes. The only reason why there's leverage in Forex and in trading is to allow yourself to take multiple trades in the same amount of money. So some people, they might take 5 trades at the same time. Now, if you were to use your own money for that, it would take a lot and you would probably not be able to do it, right? And also think about the fact that when you buy currencies, right? So when you buy a currency pair in Forex, you're gonna buy way more than than the amount in your than the capital in your account, right? So you might buy 10,000 units of currency pair on a $1,000 account, right? That's gonna be $10,000 for $1,000 of your account, and so that's why you need leverage. That's because you need to buy more than what you have, and that's what you need to do when you want to kind of earn money from it. Okay, so that's the principle of leverage. Now, if you try to use leverage to gain more, that's what gets wrong, because then you also increase your risk. And so if you have a small account, we did a video about that also in the past, but you should really treat it as a big account and build it as much as you can. And from there, if you want to grow it more fast, 3 choices you have. We did a video about that in the past also. It's included in that training below. I talk about these 3 parts, 3 things you can do to increase your account, and they work. And there's one you need to focus on right now, which is, I'll tell you, like, suspense broken. It's basically, you need to manage your money really well and save money, put it in aside for trading, and that will help you. So that's the principle. But leverage and small account, no relationship. You can have a small account and the same level of leverage as a big account. It's pretty simple. What's the best broker you're using? I don't use the best broker because there's no best broker, Matt. I use Oanda for myself. I'm probably gonna sign up with another broker soon, but that's to come. And I've been using Oanda, FXCM, Pepperstone. I've been using, I think that's it. Oanda, FXCM, Pepperstone, and Questrade in the past, and they all work pretty good. They all work fine, but that's what you are like. It doesn't mean you have to use those. I did a video a few months ago, an interview with Forest Park FX. Basically, what they do is they screen brokers, and they differentiate the brokers between like what's best for you. So, are you a day trader, swing trader, and then you can choose the best broker for yourself. Joanne says, "What do you think of Pepperstone and FX Pro?" I have no idea about FX Pro. Pepperstone was fine. I think now they no longer allow Canadian residents to sign up with them, so I won't sign up with them anytime soon. But I think they were fun back then when I used them, like 2 years ago. How much did you make this week, bro? I made about 3% on my account. More than that, no, I think 2%. More than that in the weekly review, of course. How can I differentiate myself from other competitors who are in a race to get money from investors? Apart from past performance, do they also look at your previous non-related jobs? No. So if you want to get money trading, they have no interest in your past job. Like whether you worked in McDonald's or any company, they don't really care. Unless it's like really relevant to that field, but usually it's not. So I really believe that the best way you can differentiate yourself from other people is by building relationship. That means hanging out with people, not talking about business and selling yourself all the time, but talking about real stuff and getting to know people, having a social circle of traders. That always helps. And that's how you differentiate yourself. That's how you become different. Like, you guys watch these videos probably because I don't sell stuff too much, and I try to give value, and I don't try to like push and sell myself all the time. I'm just here to help, and you get to develop kind of a relationship sort of with me, and that's kind of how things go. That's the best way to go about it, right? There's no better way to do than to do this. XM broker, it's so best. Okay, awesome. What leverage do you recommend for a $100 account? I cannot tell you that because I've never traded a $100 account, but I use like 30 to 1 on my account, and it works fine. Now, I can place all the trades I want, I don't tend to take too many trades at the same time. It's usually like 1 or 2 at the same time maximum. But that works for me. Now you have to calculate whether that works for you. But usually it should. 30 to 1 is plenty. Good to see you live. Awesome. Jeremy, what's up? It's always almost midnight. Yeah, cool. Gonna do the weekly review this weekend. Last thing. Yeah, I'll do the weekly. So here's what I thought, and I can share this with you guys for the fun of it. But I try to organize more and more of these videos because it's just easier when everything is like set out and planned. So what I think is that on Fridays I'll try to do a Q&A like this all the time. Monday is going to be the weekly review. Wednesday is going to be a Forex trading motivation video. So in the series of like compilation of interviews, that's going to be on Wednesday. And then I have like Tuesday and Thursday free for different videos, as well as Saturdays and Sundays. Sunday is going to be an interview, I think. And that should be it. So that's going to be like a video every day of the week. And they're all going to be different on different topics and different themes. So that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, weekly review, of course, as always. But I will also... so I used to do only weekly reviews. Now this time I will also share my trades in those because I think it's better if to just go like do everything at once as opposed to different videos. And you guys can get some good overview of that. Is it possible for beginners to manage... This is Joan. I start again. Is it possible for beginners to manage starting both Amazon selling and trading? Or will this start the starting stage of trading require 100% focus? I would say yes and no. So yes, at the beginning, focus on one thing. But once you're at the point where you don't need as much attention to that one thing, and I'll talk about that after. But once you get to that point where you have no longer the need for attention on that one thing, then do something to occupy your time. Because what happens is that people, they work on trading, and then they don't have to work as much. And then they wonder what to do. They're like, well, what should I do? Should I work more on trading? Should I trade more? I'll try to look at the chart more. Waste of time, complete waste of time. So what you want to do is that you want to work on that first, focus on that, get to your point where you're kind of good and you can do it, and then do something different to occupy yourself. Same thing that I did for myself, pretty much. So I've been starting to trade. I didn't work too much on my trading for the first 2 years. And then I went to work more on my trading for the next year or so. And then I got to the point where things were fine. I was profitable. And then I moved to something else, right? I still trade, but I moved to something else, which is the podcast, different things, and spending more time on other stuff as opposed to just trading, right? So what you need to do, I think, is that you need to focus on trading up to the point where you have a strategy you can trade and your mindset is good. Okay, then it's going to be a continuous improvement work. So you become better and better. You work on yourself a little bit. But up to that point, just work on that 100%. And then when you get to that point, profitable strategy, boom, switch. Amazon selling during the day and trading when you have to trade. Like, that's how I would go about it. And I don't know too much about Amazon selling, so you wouldn't need to ask someone else for that. But yeah, obviously a pretty good business if you do it right. I have a few friends doing that too, so that could be good. Someone's asking how are there any reputable seminars and meeting places for traders where traders looking for money can meet investors? Can you recommend? This is a good question, Aaron. So are there any places where you can meet investors? The answer is no. Otherwise, all the traders, all the people looking for money would be there. And there will be way too many kind of people trying to get from other people. And that would not be the right place for you to go. So I just find money myself by talking to people in general. Like every people I talk to, I always get like an offer randomly from someone to manage money. And I don't do it now, but I might in the future. The point is that you just want to create a social circle of traders. And the more you do this, the more you meet people that have the same network, the same, like they want to invest money. And that's going to be easy to do after. Like people will come. But first thing first, you want to tell people that you're a trader. Like all people you talk to. And then you want to hang out with the right people. And in general, like if you come to Montreal, we have a meetup where we do every month. You can meet mostly traders, but they're going to be investors sometimes. And investors, you kind of meet them sometimes by chance, not by actively seeking them. Like when you run at something, it's going to run the opposite way and you won't find it. So that's what I've seen for myself. So just talking to people in general, if they have connection, people they know, whatever that can work out. And there's a few traders that work in banks or in funds that could plug you in at some point if you meet them. That's a way to do it, and that could be a way to go about it. But I've never tried, so yeah, awesome. How to combine technical, fundamental analysis. I've answered this last time in the live. I think I'll link you to past live, Hamid. Basically, you can do it or you cannot do it. I personally don't do it, so I have no clue how to do it. But you look for an alignment of both things, a fundamental, technical, and that's how you do it. Yeah, I would love discussing the training plan topic since this was yeah. Right. So I've just shared about that earlier in the video. The is sticking to training plan required. I've shared that in the beginning of the video. That's gonna be to rewatch, of course. And but yeah, I've shared my views on that already. So you just have to watch the replay, which is gonna be available on the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Everything, you know the whole drill. So Aaron says I've blown my accounts 2 times, also 1 year, but now I'm making money for the past 4 months. Should I wait to get more good track record? Yeah, you can always wait, or you can do it. And if you wait, you wait. If you do it, you do it, and the result might be faster if you do it. That's how I go about everything. Just do it, and it should work. If it doesn't work, then wait. But waiting is always a second choice you have. Colin, what's up? Morning, it's just got the last of your schedule. Are you going to post it? The last of your schedule. I'm not sure I got that. Just got the last of your schedule. Are you going to post it? If you're talking about this video, yeah, it's gonna be posted in the future as soon as it's over, for sure. Yeah. Awesome, guys. So I don't know if you have any question. It's 23 minutes in right now. I've done this video like 2 times. First time I was speaking to myself. The video was set for private, so no one could see it, which is a shame, but whatever. If you guys have any question, comment below in the chat. We'll make sure to answer like 1 or 2 more questions, and then I have to go. But that's gonna be a good weekend. And weekly is gonna be on Monday. Tomorrow there will be no videos. Yeah, different videos each day of the week. Exactly. That's gonna be it. Yeah. So there's gonna be a video every day of the week, of course. In the future, I want to be more systematized. And by the way, I think I've shared this before, but I'm going to Mexico in a few weeks. If you guys are in Mexico, let me know also in the comment or in the chat or whatever. And I would appreciate, and we would really love to meet up or whatever. We'll try to do a meetup there. Oh man, that's John. Great question. What are the benefits of doing a meetup with other traders? There are immense amount of benefits. It's incredible. So I want to share with you guys kind of a story in the past. So basically for the first 2 years of my trading, I've been trying to learn by myself. I was reading book, watching videos, reading blog posts, listening to podcasts a little bit. And the results were kind of okay. I was learning a little bit, but I always found this different information everywhere. This kind of different thought, different opinions, and I couldn't really put anything together. Like I couldn't like execute on that, and I would be overwhelmed pretty fast. And usually the thing they teach you is kind of never clear. It's like never really what you need to learn. So, and then I went to this meetup in Montreal. I was in Asia back then, and I told myself, whenever I'll be back in Montreal, I'll go to that meetup for sure, because that's like a pretty cool thing to meet traders. So I went there first when I came back. And then one evening of talking to traders and hearing their perspective, what they were doing and stuff, I learned way more than by 2 years of watching videos and reading blog posts and stuff. And then I saw, well, for sure, like I learned way more. And there's just something different when you talk to people in person. You get like you integrate more information, you get to apply it more, and also you can ask back question. Like when you read a book, you have a question. Well, good luck. Try to talk to the book, you won't answer, and that's a problem. But when you're with someone in person, then you can like talk to that person, get their advice. And I find that you get way more ideas by talking to traders and seeing what they do, as opposed to just like trying everything on yourself, on your own. So that's two. And yeah, it's pretty much that. Like, and also like we don't do only meetup. It's not about only meeting traders. It's about listening to what they do and asking questions, not just like meeting in person, having a drink, because that's good, but that's only like 50% the battle. The other 50% actually learning, taking notes, applying what you hear. Could be only like one sentence, one like way people react, one thing that people do after a trade, and you will get your money out of that meetup, even if you have to pay a lot of money for sure. That's for sure. And most meetup don't charge too high of a price, so you can go and yeah, that's the principle. And you build a network after. Like it's incredible. People I've met in meetups that trade for other people, or they work in an hedge fund, or they trade for themselves full time, or they do whatever. They have a project, like whatever could be. You get a lot more out of this relationship in the future. And yeah, cool. That's awesome. Cool guys. So I will finish it here. I hope that answers your question. If you have any question after this, comment below in the chat or in the comment box. Whatever, grab the training below. It's free and it's awesome. A lot of step-by-step process you can implement. And yeah, so guys, I will see you on Sunday, interview on Sunday, and that's gonna be it. So I want to say something, but anyway, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys pretty soon. Ciao.